Yes, guys, we're back with another video. This one is how to stop negative thoughts and let go of limiting beliefs. I can't wait to get at it. Guys, it's one of the biggest challenges, isn't it? I keep getting these negative thoughts. I keep getting these anxieties up. And every time I go for something, I just feel like I cannot do it. Something's telling me I can't do that. The inner voice is hitting me. It's going at me. It's telling me you cannot do this. And then something happens. I go, trust that happened to me. Of course it happened to me. And I look at someone and I start to feel a bit envious and negative towards them because they've got the life that I desire. Why do we keep going through this? Well, today I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you and teach you how to stop negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. You see, we are the masters of our own destiny. The only limits in our lives are the limits we put on ourselves. Okay, so firstly, I just want to say it's time to make a decision so profound that your body notices, that your subconscious mind notices, that God and the universe notices. You make a decision today that I want to change. I've had enough of the way that I've been. Today is the day that I decide to make that change. Guys, are you going to comment below? What do you want to change about yourselves? Have you made that change? How far are you along on that journey? And remember to like, share and subscribe because we're going to go at it today, okay? And I'm really passionate about this. So negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, that's who you are right now. That's who you are right now, guys. It's not anything but the personality that you have created over years from maybe being knocked back, maybe from being abused, maybe from not getting the things that you wanted to get. But inside your mind, you created these neural pathways that are now habitually your way of thinking. It is not easy to make change. So that's why I said you have to decide, profoundly decide today whether you're going to change or not, okay? After that, it's now time to create a new you, a new personality, a new life. But we cannot create a new life and a new personality and let go of limiting beliefs and negative thoughts without changing who we are. We literally need to become reborn, become someone else. No, I'm not saying to not be your true self. I'm saying that at the moment, if you are limited and negative, you are not your true self. And your true self is unlimited, joyful, courageous, excited about life, loves their life. How do we go about changing that then? It's time to start really being the guard of our thoughts, okay? One of my favorite things, actually, Dr. Joseph Murphy says about his affirmations. If you want to affirm that you are now abundantly wealthy, anytime you get a negative thought or a limiting thought towards wealth, you need to correct it straight away. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about what that means, okay? When we are creating thoughts, if the same thought is thought over and over again, it becomes a strong neural connection in the brain, and it becomes very easy for the brain to go there. It's like a muscle. It's like if you trained your muscle to be a tennis player, hitting a forehand, forearm, what am I like? Hitting a forehand, you want to train it so much that you do it without thinking. Reactionary, you see? But what we've not realized with our mind is we've not been the guard there. So we've trained our mind accidentally to believe that things aren't possible for us and to look at the negative. Okay? So I'm telling you, it's time to train your brain again. Train your brain, because once we train the brain, we connect to the subconscious mind, to the deeper mind, and we connect to God. And this is how we do it, okay? So the first things first is, as much as I love affirmations, if you have been thinking these limiting beliefs and negative thoughts for a long time, which I'm sure you have, otherwise why are you here? Affirmations are not going to do anything by themselves. They're just going to feel like words, and they're going to make you feel the lack of the thing that you're affirming. For example, you want to love more loving relationships, you're going to say, I draw in the most loving, wonderful people, and your subconscious mind is going to say, no, you don't. You don't deserve love. We need to go deeper than that, okay? We need to go into our meditations. I'm telling you, you need to go into your 15-minute, 20-minute, half an hour meditation. We need to get to the point where our body and us start to come to a point where we release and let go, and we become someone who is nothing, no one, nobody. That's where we get to create, because there is no friction. Okay, why do people like Neville Goddard, Dr. Joseph Murphy, Dr. Joe Dispenza, all of these wonderful teachers start to speak and say, do your work just as you've woken up, just as you go to bed? Because it's the time when the body is in the least, the mind is in the least awake state, meaning that we can let the body fall asleep, the mind can stay active, and we go into those alpha brain waves that we want to go into. Okay, and we go into those brain waves and we start to be able to connect the beautiful subconscious mind, and we get to the programming center. Okay, so when you're in that calm, non-stressed out, non-survival state, that is where you're going to be able to start to change these habits and beliefs. So once we start to get to this place where we are at pure consciousness, almost, you know, like, look, I'm not saying every day you're going to get into a place of I am a fantastic monk, but you are going to get into a place where it's less fight or flight, and that's where you're able to access these healing, wonderful, creative processes of the body. Because if we're not in fear and lack and doubt and fight or flight, we can actually have energy to create. So just quiet the mind for 10 to 15 minutes. Then from there we can start to visualize or affirm. But here's the kicker: you need to add that energy up into pure, wonderful, gratitude, loving, joyful energy. Add that to your visualization as if the affirmation, as if the vision is real. Then you are going to literally start to teach your body, teach your mind that this is how we now feel, this is what we do now. And you start to teach it from that place. You've accessed it from a place of calmness, and you've raised the energy in a different level. Because you see, those limiting and negative beliefs you had before, they came from a highly emotional problem that happened to you in the past. Okay, so we need to create an even bigger emotional response to something joyful, so that we unwire those neuroconnectors on the negative and rewire them to the wonderful, positive, unlimited thinking. That's how we start to let go of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. We literally, again, like I tell you on this channel all the time, it's time to become reborn, become a new person, create a new personality from that place, and you are going to create the life of your dreams. Because you're going to be open and receptive, you're going to be looking for the good, you're going to naturally want to go for things because you feel like it's possible. You're going to feel gratitude, abundance, joy before you've even experienced it manifest. Once you're living in that state, those limiting beliefs have no room, because they're not wired together to think that easily. You're actually wired together to think more joyful thoughts easily, and you'll go there more naturally. So the way to get rid of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs is to change our personality from within, taking that time to settle down and then rewire it from inside until our natural state is to feel unlimited and to feel joyful. The next thing I want to say to you is, actually, I've got one more thing I want to add here. You need to write down at the end of your day, how did I do today? How many times did I think a negative and limiting thought, and how can I do better tomorrow? That is your last little nugget. Add that on top of what I've said. Game changer. Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to change? Become the guard of your mind. Okay? Become the guard of your mind. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.